So one day I'm in my room being dumb, when my dumb brother comes in and says, "Hey, do you want to see a dumb video?" And I was all like, "Okay." So then he goes to YouTube and he searches the video. So that's how I was introduced to Job for a Cowboy. Let's talk about the work in chronological order. In 2004, they released their demo, which was called, surprise surprise, Demo 04. Consisted of only 3 songs. This album featured a melodic deathcore sound, if that's a genre. The first 2 songs are very good, albeit simple. You can tell that the vocalist hadn't yet developed his technique because it sounds a little rough, but it's still listenable. The third song in the EP though, it is freaking amazing! There are no words that can do the song Day in Black any justice. Day in Black is just the most beautiful deathcore song that I have ever heard. It makes me feel like I'm in Nirvana with my inner soul. Do yourself a favor and listen to this song regardless of the type of music you like, because you're doing yourself a big disservice if you don't. Next up is their EP, Doom. I want to start out by saying, look at the freaking album cover. It's a guy with a cow skull for a head, in a suit, and he's sticking his hand out like to shake your hand like if nothing's wrong. It's genius! It's got 7 tracks if you include the hidden track in the end, and I love every single one of them, even Catharsis for the Buried. Right after that introductory track, boom! Aggression, aggression, aggression! This is the very definition of deathcore. The thing that makes this album so brutal is not blast beats and repetitive pounding guitars, but 2 melodic guitars that are harmonizing with each other, if you can believe that. I particularly like The Rising Tide because of these 2 parts in the song. And it's like they completely forgot they were a deathcore band, and then they're all like, oh yeah. Hidden track Entities has such a weird riff that sets it apart from the other songs. And I really like it because of this part here. Overall, amazing album. Let's move on to their first studio album, Genesis. Wait, Genesis? Like the beginning? And it's their first studio album, and so there's a connection, and Genesis was the beginning of the Bible, so that would mean... Again, the cover art is amazing, but I don't think it's quite as original as it was in Doom. But who cares when it's this fucking brutal? This album marks their departure from their deathcore sound into their straight up death metal sound, to my dismay. It's still got some traces of deathcore in it, and it's pretty damn brutal. It's got another ambiental song in it, but this one's not disturbing like the last, and it's actually quite beautiful. Easily the best song in the whole album is The Divine Falsehood. It's this really slow, melodic song. You need to look into it. Overall, very good album. Now moving on to the next album, Ruination. Looking at the cover art, it still has a signature guy with a cow skull for a head, and it's pretty brutal and all, but I can't help but to feel that something's missing in this one. I think it's the background, I'm not really sure. This album contains no strain of deathcore whatsoever. It is just straight up pounding death metal. And it sucks. Wanna know what the first song sounds like? Wanna know what the second song sounds like? Gee, I wonder what's gonna come next. There's nothing to it. It sounds like any other death metal band. It's so boring. You can hear the vocalist technique improve yet again. but this marks the beginning of these weird sounding highs. They're done right, but I just don't like the way that they sound. Every single song sucks until you get to the last song, Ruination. Now this is an amazing song. Why couldn't every song sound like this? It's really slow and melodic and uses arpeggio thingies, and it's just really good. After that, they released an EP called Gloom. I thought it was a little bit better than Ruination, but not as good as Genesis. Overall, meh. A lot of times I can tell how an album is going to sound based on the album cover. And when I saw the cover for Demonocracy, oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh please God, no. This looks like the album cover for any other deathcore band these days. And when I heard it, I was right. Don't you hate being right sometimes? They adopted the sound that all these trendy metal bands are using nowadays, and it sucks. The music sounds really empty, and it's especially painful to hear when the guitar is playing by itself. That straight up death metal thing that they're going for was very poorly done in this one. The second song is actually pretty good. Just wait through that boring intro and lose yourself. After that, the whole album is just a pain to get through, until you get to the last song. It's this really slow melodic song that speaks to me in a way that no other song has ever done before. For a deathcore song, it sounds really emotional and sad. It's unbelievable. Definitely the best song in the whole album. So I've noticed a pattern. After Doom, they made an album that could not compare to Doom in any way, but the last song was a slow melodic song that would just blow me away. So I'm thinking, why don't they just make a whole album of songs like this? Obviously they're much better at it than this straight up death metal thing. Well, guess what? They actually did this. Except, it sucks. I mean, just look at this. It looks like any other fucking deathcore band cover that I've ever seen. What happened to the original brutal cover art that had the skull in each one? Oh wait, I guess that's it right there. Why did they make it so small? What is this even supposed to be? Is this lady going to destroy this village with a flood? Why? One thing I do like about this album though is, holy shit, you can hear the bass! If metal bands take anything from this song, it should be that they should let the bass shine instead of hiding it away like the deformed child you don't let out of the basement. Other than that though, this album doesn't do anything correctly. The mixing sounds a little weird, and the instruments just don't seem to mix together the way that they should. So that ruins the whole melodicness of it, and aside from that, it has all these lame death metal parts. I suppose it has its moments, but it's nothing that makes the album worth buying. So I'm going to be getting their demo, Genesis, the last song from each album, but not Sun Eater. That's just my opinion. You guys can leave your opinions in the comments below. Remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Remember to comment if you guys have comments. Remember to hit the share button if you guys want to share this video with your friends. And remember to subscribe if you guys want to be informed on whenever I make a new video. It sounds really stupid for me to say, but you'd be surprised by how many people don't do that. Peace out.